just gonna flex. Should I restart it?
No, what flex? I'm getting stared at. I've been gone for 30 minutes, and they act like I've been gone for
What
30
does that
hours.
look for, Bruce? You like Kevin? Give Kevin kisses. Hurry, Bruce, give Kevin kisses.
Oh, you're such a good puppy.
All right, good boy. What's up?
So, welcome to Gone Roger. Welcome to Gone Rogue Games, where Kevin's outfit gets progressively gayer every day. Rate this one out of 10. Out of 10, everyone.
Well, out of 10, I just need to get a bra.
Just need to get a bra. I look like my
Oh, goodness.
What are you looking at? You're
What,
judging me
Chloe?
too? Say no.
Bruce?
I never judge.
And there's Bruce in the background. What, buddy? What is
So, yeah.
on your mind?
I just went to get some aggression out the gym because we have a car alarm that is going off every 10 minutes. I've tried to record videos back there all day long, and it just gets interrupted by one thing after another thing after another thing. So I'm trying to get a video out here for the Rogue Market and the Rogue Deck Builder, but hopefully it happens. So what have we been up today? Today, I don't know. I've been thinking about, again, squeezing as much value out of this store as possible, and was breaking down a bunch of bundles that we did before. And it's just, like, this is just kind of crazy with this sort of market we're in, where the traditional things that used to make money don't make as much money anymore.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but this game's turning into a normie game. Like, that's what I figured where the market's moving. It's all normie stuff. So I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers and their channels, and like some of these people that do a little bit of the grind. And apparently this stuff like super moves on eBay and Amazon and TCG Player. This is stuff that I've like is never been worth my time to break down and even try to sell, like foil lands and stuff. And it just seems to, like, I used to make fun of Pokemon because that was how Pokemon used to be back in the day. It was like you could never make heads or tails of why things sold on Pokemon. It's just a different mindset of this kind of casual collector's mentality. The Magic the Gathering used to be so good because it was utility, 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 utility. That's what made my Rogue Deck Builder channel. I actually looked back, and actually the third video, or no, I did one video series. It was like one of the very first videos I ever did was on the market. So I guess I've been a market channel since the very beginning, because that's when I started the Rogue Market. And I went back and looked at those videos, and they were all about like picking modern specs and legacy specs, and everything was so like, it was just a tested format to where you'd see a deck list perform well to Grand Prix, those cards were going up. And then we had like the Commander format come into the mix, and that kind of changed things up, and had to start looking at things like EDH Rec and other statistics for that. And then Commander was super healthy. And now it's like, what's selling? It's land lots and bulk lots. And I'm getting like eyes here in the direct.
The light is terrible in there. But I mean, like this stuff that we've always just left here bulked. Look how much. Can you remember when this was like 3 layers tall?
I know, and again, we haven't been the best at that.
I need to finish. Oh, I forgot to put this together.
We really, Zach and I have been talking, we're really like a third person, unfortunately, because it's like, it's too spread thin with things to do. Like for 2 people to organize, run the store, organize the store, do what I do behind the scenes videos and stuff. And it's just, we're going to think about some things with so many questions in the comments. Hey, you guys have I want to support you by buying singles. I want to, do you have a store to buy from? Unfortunately, like the whole story with that, Zach can back me up here. When we first started this store, we came across a lot of fraud online. Oh my gosh. And it just about buried us. We just about lost our business with the fraud. When you don't have $300 to lose, and eBay back then 100% sided with the buyer, there was nothing you could do. It about killed us when we were getting fraud after fraud after fraud. And so finally we just like threw our hands up in the air and said, you know what, screw this crap. We're just gonna, make sure that we're profitable here with the store. We're gonna keep stuff mainly in the store. I actually do blame TCG Sales for putting the store that I helped out before us under, because they were too competitive. They tried to be too competitive pricing. They sold too quickly, and they just weren't making any profit. Like they were doing dumb stuff like box openings too, and then trying to like sell singles after that, and then just being like the lowest on there, trying to go for sale after sale after sale. And it was just like that market was absolutely horrid back then, with the amount of just like the fees were worse too back then. They're a little bit better now with I believe TCG Player used to be able to lose money on a sale.
Yeah, it was like almost ridiculous.
Yeah, and now at least they've put some safeguards in that,
especially
where
like the pro version was terrible.
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I remember we just it was just headache after headache. So we decided it wasn't.
We only have
worth
a few cards up there.
But now we are to the point that it's like we have so much stuff that this area will never be able to absorb all of this. So we are looking to go back online. But again, I just prefer to always do it. That's why people are like, well, what's up with your Patreon? Why do you have the Patreon? Because Patreon is working with people that I know. And it's like, that is so much easier and so much less of a headache. Yes, I've been scammed on Patreon. There have been a few people that have scammed me on Patreon and then ghosted me after they have done stuff. But typically, like, that's why I like just, taking money up front and then sending things. And that way it's all, you have that sort of risk. And I know it doesn't work in this day and age of, being a buyer's market and have so much options that you can go to someone that will really give you the princess treatment when selling stuff and whatnot. But all in all, it's just crazy. I've just been really looking at the market with stuff, and it's just like Pokemon is still competitive cards. The only thing that's moving in Pokemon, which is just absolutely, you look at Obsidian Flames, and the only thing that's moving is cards that are seeing play.
Did you see the tournament? It was one with an $80 deck. The last
well,
Pokemon
that's
Pro.
It's that
awesome.
Mew. Do we still have a Mew deck here? We sold them all. Like this Mew deck is now almost straight out of the box. Yeah. So this Mew VMAX is a tier deck right now, and so unfortunately that's what Pokemon kind of does with this. Is whenever something does good, because they do want people to have access with playing, but they might have to rethink their business model as well. If their collector's market's gone, then they can't rely on that old adage of being able to just sell to the impulse buyers, the collectors, the box openers, the ones that didn't care about playing the game. So that one's kind of crazy. I'm kicking myself over these. The Pokemon was in such bad shape with this sort of during the Sword and Shield era, or Sun and Moon era, around Vivid Voltage era, where everything was just so super overprinted, that these suckers were blown out, and you could actually arbitrage these suckers. You could actually break these. They're like being sold for like, I can't remember, like $5 you get this entire thing for.
That's crazy.
And you could actually, the Mews themselves were going for like $3 or $4 a piece and get 2 of them, and the Battle Pass BRPs were going for $3 each and stuff like that. So there's some interesting things with the market. The good news is, the bad news is easy money's gone. And that's what I've been having my little come to Jesus moment, that it's like, okay, maybe not stockpiling as much sealed product anymore and then waiting for tax return season and Christmas season or spikes is actually going to work. Because I've never seen a market in the history of doing this in Magic the Gathering where I had to take massive losses on sealed product. That used to be what was so good about Pokemon and Magic, is at least if you need to liquidate it, you can liquidate it and recoup what you paid for. And so it's a very low risk thing. And now I've talked about this in videos before, I've really beat the dead horse here. That's not the case. There are things that are absolutely, look at Baldur's Gate collectors, New Capenna collectors, that whole era has lost a ton of money for stores, me included. So yeah, it's kind of a very, 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 very volatile market. But there are still some crazy things that are you can do to actually make profits. So we're adjusting. We are definitely rolling with the punches and seeing what we can do. But it's going to be a lot of work to put up a website and go that sort of route again. So bear with us, all of you. I've had a lot of comments and stuff saying like, well, how can I support your store? The best thing, I don't want to sound like a shill here, but the best thing is the Patreon. That's it's worked out the best for me because it's a face. It's someone that I can see a face with, trust, and then it becomes this good symbiotic relationship of you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and everyone feels good in the end. Whereas that sea of fraud and deceit and buttons barking in the background. What do you want, sir? Why are you now interrupting my video? You're the new car alarm? What are you freaking out at? Oh, Chloe's got your ball. This is Zoomy time for Buttons. He wants to go play ball in the hall. And we have Fun Police, who goes and gets the ball.
Go get your ball, Buttons.
And then she acts like, I don't have the ball. I'm not doing anything. Get the ball and we'll throw it to you. Because Buttons wants the ball to be thrown. And yep, so now Chloe non-active. She's going to make sure the Buttons doesn't get the ball.
So I deal with every night at 8 for the last 2 years. That's why I got you, Bruce. It's the whole reason Bruce is here.
And Chloe will bully the ball, and then she'll come run in the other room.
What, Bruce?
And This is what we do every night. Yep, here comes Chloe. She's gonna be like, nope, nope, no one gets to play. I'm gonna go back, but I'm gonna go as slow as possible.
Oh, you were terrible. Until you go take it from her.
And then you're gonna, well, you try to, and she's just gonna, well, she's gonna give you the ball.
No, give me the ball. Buttons.
Here we go. So that's what we do all day long.
Yep. All right, Bruce. I think your phone's ringing.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's I just want to get a short, quick video here. I know, again, I'm being very repetitive in these videos, but this is it. This is the store. This is what you guys wanted to see, right? Zach's giving me size, so I guess it's time to go. High five. See you later.